How I started, I think, in what I do, and I think I do have a great love for metal, is I was born in Sheffield. Sheffield, as people know, is the city of steel. My specialist is metal. That's what I I did metal smithing when I was at university. I work in all the different materials. We use aluminium, copper. Copper is an absolutely beautiful material. It's very expensive now, that's the only thing, so we tend to use a lot of aluminium in our work. English pewter is a beautiful material, and they've taken the lead content out so you don't get the tarnishing anymore, and I use a lot of that in my work. I've got a lot of that on the website currently. I like to use a lot of hand-blown glass in combination with the metals. It provides a lovely contrast because of the colours you can get. We're also working in recycled materials now, sort of recycled plastics, and we encapsulate old banknotes, yoghurt pots, CDs. I think one of the most unusual designs I did, which I thought quite comical, it's one of the first ones I came across, is we got asked by Greggs. It's a North East bakery, and they are famous for their big stotty. The Geordies all know about it. And we actually had to produce the prototype because we did lots of casts off it. It was a brass band challenge, and we did a huge stotty, and we actually used the stotty inside the actual master with a hand holding it, so that was quite fun. And then we cast it from that, and they were quite amusing things to make, I must admit. But no one will ever know that the master had the actual stotty in. The type of clients I actually attract are sort of banks, councils. We do a lot of sporting bodies, government bodies, associations. We do quite a few music awards, and we've done quite a few TV awards, which is quite exciting, and seeing your work on TV. Some of the perks of doing this job, sometimes it can be quite stressful, as I do get to go to occasionally to the events where the awards have been presented, and one sticks in my mind mostly. It's Westlife. They got presented with an award, and they actually complained because they all wanted one each, so I had to go back and make one each for them, so that was quite nice. In 2007 I actually launched Awards Online on the internet, and it's been a huge beneficial and advantage to the business because it's out there, the whole world can see it. The typical process we go through once a client has approached us is we try to get sometimes they have a brief and they'll send the brief to me, but sometimes they don't have they've got a vague brief, and we have to really pick out what it is they're trying to achieve. So we like to question them about the event and who's going to be there, how big the event is, obviously how many awards are involved, where the event's going to be, and then we get onto the level where we start to come up with conceptual ideas, which I actually hand draw myself. I spend a long time, I fill up whole sketchbooks, I'll select certain ones, show the client, and then we'll go into CAD sort of drawings, photorealistic drawings, and it looks like the actual thing. And then once they've seen that, then we go into prototyping, and then we send the sample, and after that then it's the production starts. Some of the bigger orders that we have been quite interesting, been quite a challenge. We did a job for a big motor company, I'm not going to mention the name, and we actually went into injection moulding on the parts because there was such a huge amount of awards that they needed, and there was a particular budget to meet. Awards Online, Passion Through Design. The reason why we came up with that is because we are passionate about design, and there's one thing I love is the challenge of designing a bespoke award and thinking about that end user and how they are going to be affected by that, and it's just fantastic.